Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakadash, Bakbe Yahweh, Bakbe Yahushai, Bakbe Yahweh, Bakbe Yahushai, Bakbe Yahweh, Bakbe Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakadash, Bakadam, and the Wadi Bahashem Yahushai for the Spirit and truth. As always, double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and talking this truth through the Spirit, Bakadam. And as always, salutations to the Zakwani Ma'akim across the focus on the earth, teaching this truth in sincerity, faith, and honesty. And shalom to the elect, scattered about the four corners of the earth, which consists of your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, that's predestined to be saved, the elect of Israel. All right, pretty much coming back another lesson. I'm gonna title this "The Voice of Mirth Shall Cease." All right, because pretty much the word mirth, which is in Isaiah 24:8, which I'm gonna read, is joy, rejoicing, to display joy, to be glad. That's right, and this is the state of our people, your so-called Negroes, Latino, and American Indians. All right, they're in a state of joy, rejoicing, man. You know, they're glad. You know, here it is. You know, our people have no understanding of the times that they're living in. They have no understanding of the times that they're coming into. Okay, they have no understanding of history. You know, they don't know that this is all biblical prophecy, man. Okay, and they have no understanding that the scriptures and the things that were written aforetime, okay, which was for our learning, they're going to happen again. So I'm going to get that quick precept in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be. All right? The thing that have been, it is that which shall be. Right? And what have been? Wars, man. Okay? Destruction. It shall be. How is that going to be? Because Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is declaring the end from the beginning. Okay? It says, in that which is done, and what was done? All right, the destruction of great kingdoms, of war, evil, and pestilence, man. Okay, it says, is that which shall be done. Okay, so it says, in that which is done, it is that which shall be done. Okay, so that's speaking of in the future, man. Things that's going to happen. Okay, things that's not even fulfilled yet, man, in the scriptures. But we're coming into those times. It says, and there is no new thing under the sun. So there it is. So there is no new thing, man. Things that's coming to Babylon the Great, it's not new. It was written aforetime. The prophets written of them, man, in the Old Testament, man. Okay? So it's nothing new. All right? But our people are caught up in a state of mirth. Okay? They're rejoicing. They're glad. They're happy. Okay? In a time to be taken serious, man. And that's the problem. This is why these nations, okay, they don't take our people serious, because our people are, if it's not a joke, they don't want to hear it, man. If it's not funny, if it's not amusing, if it's not entertaining, our people don't want to hear it. And that's the state of our people. Why? Because, let's get that real quick. Slack, yeah. Let's get that real quick. So that's going to prove it. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. It says, how long, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Right, so is that talking about a woman being wisdom, going out and going across the whole world, just in the streets, just speaking to? No, bro, that's talking about spiritually men who possess wisdom, man, who possess the understanding and knowledge of the scriptures, man. And they're out there in the streets, being the four corners of the earth. Stone with elder apostle, Great Millstone on down, man. Okay, teaching the truth. All right. It says, wisdom crieth out in the streets. So like, wisdom crieth out, she uttered her voice in the streets. Verse 21, she crieth in the chief place of conquerors, in the opening of the gates in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, and this is what we say, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? That's right. So how long will you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians have the mind state that this is your rest? Have the mind state that I'm going to establish myself here, man. Okay, have the mindset, okay, that so-called white man Esau Edom is your friend. He's your ally, man. Okay, that's being simple, because the scriptures tell you, trust not in thy enemy. You know, put not thy trust in the enemy. Roughly said in the book of Sirach, and this is what our people do. Okay, it says, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Right, and our people are foolish because they what? They rejected knowledge, man. So what? The Lord rejected them. Verse 23, turn ye at my reproof, and this is the time right now. Okay, you know, getting reproved, getting rebuked, you know, getting corrected is love from Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. But what our people look at that as scornful, you know, and they mock at it. You know why? Because our people lack understanding. They lack order. Okay? It says, turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. And that's what you have from Elder Pastor Har on down. It says, I will make known my words unto you. And the Lord is making his words known through the prophets, man. Okay? Verse 24, because I have called, and how do the Lord speak? By the mouth of his prophets since the world began. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick in the book of Luke. You know. So St. Luke chapter 1 verse 70, and it reads, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. So there it is. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai speak by the mouth of his prophets since the world began, man. All right, so going back to Proverbs 1 and 24, because I have called and ye refused. So our people refused that rebuke, that correction. Okay? That establishment, man. All right? Of getting in order. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. And that's 2/3 of our people. We out there at the campus, all right? Across the four corners of the earth, our people are regarding us, walking right past us, man. Looking at the signs, can see it's the truth. You got people saying, oh man, this is real. But they're not serious about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why the Lord not going to take them serious, man. That's why the Lord going to reject them and their families. Verse 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel. Where did you get counsel from? Is the Most High going to come down and counsel you? No. You're going to get counsel from the man around you, man. That being a brother. All right? That's the house of David. It says, and will none of my reproof. Right, so you didn't want to listen to the Spirit. Verse 26, it says, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And that's the point, man. Okay? The Lord is going to laugh when the time of being at mirth ceases, man. Okay? The time of America, being this American dream, establishing yourself, having your 401k, taking your kids out to Busch Gardens. Okay? You getting up, you know, on your mind is to provide for your kids, you know. Okay? Do certain things, establish yourself here in America. Guess what? That's coming. The Lord is going to laugh in that time, man. Because the whole time he spoke to you through the mouth of his prophets since the world began, of war, evil, and pestilence. And that's the times we're living in, man. Okay? So that's going to come to a cease. So going back to Isaiah 24, verse 8, it says, the mirth of tabrets, okay, ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice. Okay? So the noise of our people rejoicing. Okay? Here it is. Our people are caught up in celebrities. They want entertainment. They want to be in, they want to be entertained. You know, well, guess what? We're coming into the time where all these things are going to cease, man. Okay? And it reads, endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a strong drink. With a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, right? The city of confusion. So our place is desolate, okay? Our people are desolate, okay? Because we're a people before it's a place. And then ultimately, America, which is Babylon the Great, the city of confusion, Babal, okay? Confusion is broken down, man. And the Lord is getting ready to do this economically before it's physical, man. And this is all scriptural, man. Okay? And that's why scripture say he will smite Egypt again. Just how the Most High smote ancient Egypt, he gonna do to modern day Egypt, man. Spiritually Solomon Egypt, man. The same way. Okay? He's raising up 144,000 Moses. All right? Leaders. Okay? Drawn from the water. What water? The scriptures, man. Okay? Psalms. Isaiah 24, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There's a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, and the mirth of the land is gone. That's right. The mirth of the land is gone, man. All right, so mirth, okay, joy, happiness, being glad for no reason is going to cease in the times we're coming into, because great judgment is going to come. Okay, and Isaiah 13 speaks about that judgment. St. Luke chapter 17, verse 26. Okay, Because there's nothing new under the sun. That's why we read that in Ecclesiastes, man. The same spirit our people are in, this is the same spirit they were in the time that the Most High destroyed the earth by water. Okay? They was in the same spirit in the time when the Lord brought fire and brimstone, okay, in the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. That same spirit of our people are here today, okay? And that's going to cease, man. When America, which is Babylon the Great, is destroyed according to prophecy, okay? St. Luke chapter 17, verse 26, and it reads, and as it was in the days of Noah, okay, Noah, which is Noah, so shall it be, man. The same thing. Caught up in folly. Here it is. Noah's building a ark, okay, which was all this was spiritual, okay. He was building an ark, okay, but it was showing that what's gonna happen right now. He built the ark. Nobody came. Nobody had respect to Noah, okay. All right. The spirit of Yahweh Shai came on Noah, told him what to close the door. Him having compassion, the Lord had to shut the door. You see, and that's the times we're coming into, man. That spiritual ark, man. That spiritual ark is the third temple, man. Okay, the house of David being built. You see, and we're getting ready to go on a spiritual ark, which is the chariots, man. And we're getting ready to go with a flood of missiles. Okay, that's why it was written aforetime for our learning, man. You see, and this time the Lord gonna have a lot more mercy because it's 144,000 and the 1/3. All right, but what was going on in that time? Niggas was bucking up. Niggas was drinking, marrying, scoffing at Noah. Okay? But what it say? St. Luke 17, verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came, right? And the scriptures speak about in Isaiah, I think 29 and 19, all right, when the enemy come in as a flood. How is the enemy going to come in as a flood? Who is the enemy? Esau, Edom. He's going to come in with a flood by his armies, man. Okay, the UN troops, man. Okay, martial law. Okay, cities getting cut off, man. All right, according to prophecy, that's in 2 Ezra 15 chapter, man. The scripture say a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay, that's going to happen because prophecy, the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, man. Things that are getting spoken about that's going to happen. Okay? It says 28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot. So this is another example. They did eat, they did drink, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it, and that's what's going on today, man. Okay, our people are eating. Okay, our people are drinking, they're marrying, giving into marriage. Have no understanding that you are a captive, man. Okay? You are in captivity, man. Verse 29, and it reads, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, okay, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. So here it is, we're reading out of the Bible that Yahweh Shai saved Lot, okay, and his daughters, okay, and then behind him was fire and brimstone that destroyed the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Okay? Those 5 cities in the ancient times, man. And this is an example. When you go into 2 Peter, the 1st chapter, it says this is an example of those that shall live ungodly. And this is what's happening today. So as in the days of Noah and as in the days of Lot, the same thing is going to happen now. Why? Because our people are in mirth. See? For no reason. You happy for no reason. Let's get this real quick. Isaiah 65. I'm going to close out on this. Spirit. Isaiah 65 verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. That's right. So Yahweh Shai is getting ready to number 2/3 of our people to the sword. Who is the Most High sword? The Most High sword, matter of fact, let's get that. Psalm 17, verse 13, it says, arise, Yahweh Shai, disappoint him, cast him down. So it's talking about a person, Esau, Edom, that is, to be exact. Deliver my soul from the wicked, Malachi 1 and 14. I'm sorry, Malachi 1 and 4, which is thy sword. So the Most High sword is Esau, Edom, who is the wicked, man. Okay? In Revelations, it says that old serpent, the devil. Okay? So far and so on, man. That's the wicked. Okay? Going back to Isaiah 65, verse 12, it says, therefore will I number you to the sword. So the Lord is going to acquire the blood of 2/3 of our people to the sword, man. To Esau, Edom, man. Whether it's taking a chip, whether it's in a concentration camps, whether it's being destroyed by missiles, man. 2/3 of our people are going to partake in that destruction, okay? Because the Lord is going to number them. All right? Isaiah 65 and 12, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I call, we read about how the Lord called you. And in 16:11, it says Proverbs 1 and 23. We read that. Okay? The Lord called you through his prophets, man. Which is his mouthpiece. Okay? Which is consuming this place as we speak. It says, because when I called, ye did not answer. And our people are not answering, man. That's why I said, if it's not a joke, if it's not a game, if it's not entertaining, okay, our people don't want to be in it. Why? Because our people don't have the mentality of being serious. Okay? Being serious has been stripped from you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Esau knows that. He knows that. So what did he do? He feeds you McDonald's, okay? To be a rapper, you know, okay, and so forth and so on. Anything that is in a way of destroying you, he does it, okay? And that's the Lord numbering you to the sword. It says, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, right, when he spake, is the Lord's, can you hear the Lord's words? Can you hear the Lord speaking to you from right now from the heavens? No, the Lord is going to do that through his man. He's speaking through us right now from all levels, man. In all orders, man. Okay? From Elder Pastor Har on down, man. There's no escaping. You heard it from the greatest, all right? And you hearing it from the least, okay, of the flock. Guess what? We all telling you the same word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Destruction. Okay? It's coming to Babylon the Great. Okay? Which consists of 2/3 of our people in the wicked. That's why it says, when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did not choose, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So 2/3 of our people, they chose to be cleaving unto these false idols, man. Okay, verse 13, therefore thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat. Right, so the Lord is going to take care of his servants, man. You know, and as I'm reading something about Job of the 5th chapter. Okay, the Lord going to take care of his man. It says, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Our people going to be hungry in this time. And the Lord going to put a spirit on us to just be able to just flow. Just, you know, look right past them, man. Because the whole time, you seen people that walk past us at camp. Your suggested videos was the Hebrew Israelites, GMS, and the brothers out there that's not part of GMS. But guess what? You heard the truth. You just went right past it. You're going to be the same people we're going to go right past. All right, it says, behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Hey, and that's spiritual, man. We're drinking from what? The fountains of living waters. What is the living waters? The scriptures, man. You see? But you're going to be thirsty. Why? Because a famine of the word is going to come. You're going to thirst for understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. And guess what? You're not going to find it, man. Okay? Because certain men possess that. You're going to find out that your enemy was not your ally. All right? And we're telling you this, man. Bringing it out in the scriptures. So you're going to be a thirst for righteousness. You're going to be a thirst for wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So you're not going to be stable in the times we're coming into, man. Okay? And it reads, behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So that's when we're going to rejoice, man. You see? So all of this mirth is going to cease, man. Because destruction going to come. All right? But guess what? The men of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, they're going to rejoice. Why is that? Let's get the precept on that. This is all out the Bible. Psalms 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice. Okay? The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. And what is the vengeance, man? Do not the scripture say vengeance belong unto Yahweh Bashmi Shai? The vengeance is going into this RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast being implanted. Okay? Prophecy being fulfilled, man. The testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. Which is the spirit of prophecy, man. That's when we're going to rejoice. When we see it's mandatory. We're seeing all hell breaking loose here in America. Because it's already happened across the four corners of the earth. But here in America, you understand? Okay? That's when we're going to rejoice, man. All right? Psalms 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. That's right, man. Because this is the vengeance, man. Of the blood of the saints. Okay? The scriptures tell you she was drunken off of the blood of the saints. Right? Who is that speaking of? Babylon the Great, which have been a golden cup in Yahweh Bashmi Shai's hand. Okay? Whether you believe it or not, which is America, man. According to prophecy. Thus saith the scriptures, man. When you line them up, measuring their time diligently. You see? What you people ain't doing. Because you too much in mirth. Okay? You ain't serious, man. It says, he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. And how are we going to do that, man? Let's get that real quick. It's going to come to a cease, man. You people are going to understand that the scriptures speak and they do not lie. That's the times we're coming into. The speaking of the scriptures. You know? To hell with what men say, the speaking of the scriptures. Alright, it said, they shall wash their feet in the blood of the wicked, right? Psalms 149, verse 8, it says, to bind their, verse 7. I'm sorry, I read verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory, right? The glory of the scriptures, the glory of the fulfillment of the words of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Because he's the one that's going to do these things, man. We don't have no power. The Lord is going to be the power that's going to come through. All right, miracles, okay? And ultimately the destruction of Babylon. The Lord is going to be the one that's going to get the glory. Okay? So it says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth. And that's what's in our mouth. The high praises of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. We're praising the Lord because we know that this is the prayer of the saints entering into his nostrils, man. This is that sacrifice, man. That spiritual sacrifice, you see? That sweet Savior going up to the Most High. The prayers of the saints. You know, that's why we in the work, you see. It says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. And all this is going to be physical. Okay, this is happening spiritually, but it's going to be physical when the Lord actually make the man that you see actually living today, starting with Elder Pastor Kahar on down. God's on the planet Earth to rule. They're going to establish and execute judgment. And what? The next verse, verse 7, which is complete, it says to execute vengeance upon the heathen. You see? So that's why we're happy, okay, in the spirit, man. We're not happy physically, man, okay, because there's no salvation, okay, physical for you damn Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, so-called, okay. You either saved by the spirit, man, okay, and that's through Yahweh Bashmi Shai, have mercy on his elect. And it says, in punishment upon the people, okay, going to Revelations, the 2nd chapter, man. All right, this is a future prophecy. This is things that's going to happen, man. Okay, after this destruction, we're going to rule. But when we tell you these things, you look at us weird. But we're comforting. We're supposed to be comforting you, man. Comforting your spirit, bro. Your missiles, I'm sorry, your guns is not going to save you, bro. You know? But when you tell Jake this, he look at you bugged out. But bro, your guns is not going to save you, bro. Yahweh Bashmi Shai is going to deliver us. Okay? It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen. Who is a heathen? Starting with Esau, Edom, man. The top heathen, man. Okay? The top enemy of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, ultimately. And then trickling on down to you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, man. Including myself, you know. That's our enemy, man. That's why the scripture say put not thy trust in him, man. You know, trust not thy enemy, man. Okay? It says, to bind their kings with chains. Right, so what does that mean? Revelation 13 chapter, man. Esau, Edom is going into slavery. But see, that's supposed to be your comfort. But our people are caught up in the mirth of America, okay, and ultimately wherever they are scattered to where they can't see the spiritual things, man. You see, that's supposed to comfort your spirit that we actually gonna rule over them, man. But what? 2/3 is they caught up in the world. You see, that's why Scripture say, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Most High, but is of the world, man. And our people are partaking in that, man. Okay? It says, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Okay? To execute, this is the point, to execute upon them the judgment written. So this is written, man. And the precept is Deuteronomy 7:1 in the 16:11. It says, this honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord. So this is not a time, all right? This is not your glory. This is not your mirth. Okay? And that's why it's coming into the time of being ceased. Because you jakes don't realize the things that are spiritual. This is getting a victory, man. Through the Spirit. Having these scriptures being written in the book of life. Okay? Precept through the Spirit and power Yahweh Shemel Shai. Ecclesiastes 7, verse 4, and it reads, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. Right, hey, so the mind state of the man of the Lord are in the house of mourning. What is the house of mourning? The house of mourning is the scriptures. Do not the scriptures tell you this is the book that and written therein is lamentations, mournings, and woes? So this is a house of mourning. And what does this Bible consist of? A man. What man is that? Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai is that dude. He is the Bible, man. He is the comforter, man. You understand? And he took on the greatest lamentation. He took on the greatest mourning, man, by laying his life down for his flock, for his man. You understand? So better to be in that house, you know, the house of mourning, man, you know, spiritually. Okay? It says the heart of the wise is in the heart. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. That's in the scriptures. But the heart of the fool is in the house of mirth. That's right. So what? The heart of the fool. What is the mind state of a fool? Who is the fool? Are 2/3 of our people. And their mind is in the house of mirth. That's why we read about in Isaiah the 24th chapter that the mirth shall cease. How is that mirth going to cease? Because Yahweh Bashmi Shai, according to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, is going to bring a sword. And who shall turn that sword back, man? Who's going to be able to turn that sword back, which is Esau, Edom, okay? Which is ultimately his missiles, because the Lord created the smith and the Lord created the smith and the weapon, man. Okay, you know, so we in the house of mourning, man, because we know that through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua we're gonna get out of this, man. Not through our own faith, not through our own will, but through our faith. All right, last one. Ezekiel. And we just have faith in the scriptures. Ezekiel 21, verse 8. Again, the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Right. So what is that ultimate sword? That ultimate sword is the missiles, man. Hey, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. These are the words of the Lord. That's why the word of the Lord got to be in you. Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34 verse 5. These are the words of the Most High Yahweh. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So what is that talking about? That's talking about the thermonuclear missiles, man. These missiles are one of the armies of the Lord. That's in Revelations, the 9th chapter. Okay? So going back to Ezekiel 21 verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. That's right, these missiles is going to put an end to your mirth, man. That's why we put our trust in Yahweh Shem Shah. How do you do that? By being in the scriptures, being in the spirit. Because we know the things that's coming. We can see it. That's the part of being a visionary, man. I.e. prophet. Okay? It says, it is furbished that it may glitter. Behold, we then make mirth. Ooh, so that's a question. Let me read that again. Ezekiel 21 verse 10. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. Okay, so shall we make mirth knowing that thermonuclear missiles are here today as we speak, being made? Here it is. Russia have a hypersonic missile system that cannot be stopped, man. Okay, and there's plenty of articles out there where America is losing this nuclear arms race. Should we then make mirth? This is why the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, raised the prophets up, man. You see? So that you can understand the scriptures. Verse 11. And he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. And who's handling these missiles as we speak, man? Esau, Edom, whether it's here in America or whether it's these Russians. Okay? And then ultimately, they're going to be gathered to go into the valley of Jehoshaphat, where there's going to be Moab, Ammon, Elam, Ishmael, so forth and so on, man. Which today would be the so-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, so-called East Indian, okay? So-called Persians. Guess what? This is biblical prophecy of Ezekiel the 38th chapter, man. Verse 12, it says, Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. So this is why the mirth shall be ceased, man. Because this missile is going to come upon who? The Lord's people. Why? Because our people are caught up in the lifestyle and the philosophies of Esau, Edom, okay, which is idolatry, man. Okay, same-sex marriage, so forth and so on. All right. It says, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall come upon my people." So this sword, this missile is going to drop down on you, so-called Negroes, Latino American Indians, primarily here in Babylon the Great. All right, it says, "It shall be upon all the princes of Israel, terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh." Okay, so, hey man, these missiles is going to do a lot of damage. All right, and you jakes is not ready for that, man. Okay, how do we know that? Because you're not in the scriptures. You're not prophesying. You're too busy worrying about getting your kids in college, your next paycheck, you know, so forth and so on. But with that, you know, Lord's word is edifying. I just want to touch on that topic. All right, concerning the mirth of our people, it's going to cease because the Lord has a sword. That sword is a thermonuclear missile, which you see today, man. The scripture say, Malachi, the 4th chapter, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. That's going to happen by the missiles, man. All right. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. So with that, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakadosh, and the water, Yahweh, Bahashem, Shafin, the spirit and truth. The honors to my apostles, elders, a great millstone. Salutations to the Sequoia, Achim, and Shalom to the elect.